Russia has killed nearly 1,000 militants during recent airstrikes in Syria. Let's go to Manila Chan. She's got that story tonight. This is a big impact, isn't it?
It is big news, Ed. Of course, everyone right now is watching what's happening in New York at the UNGA. The president's words, no doubt important, but America's chief diplomat, Rex Tillerson, is also in New York, where he had quietly had a sideline meeting with Russia's foreign minister, Sergey Lavrov. Some of the issues on the table we're not hearing so much about these days is Syria, where, as you mentioned, 850 militants were killed in an airstrike by the Russian Air Force near the Idlib province. Take a listen to what Secretary Tillerson had to say about this meeting and future U.S.-Russia cooperation in Syria.
We have many common objectives. Sometimes we have different tactics of how to achieve those, and certainly we have different interests, but a lot of very serious work underway in Syria.
Now, although the Trump administration has outlined its goals of destroying ISIS, top officials have often contradicted each other in the means of reaching that goal. Now, this is an opening for other strategic powers in the region to play a larger role in the Syrian conflict that is, on one hand, defeating ISIS, and on the other, it's that 6-year civil war. And just today, Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan said that he is ready to send more Turkish soldiers into Syria to help bring an end to the civil war. Turkey already has troops on the ground in Syria fighting the Islamic State and Kurdish rebels in the north, whom the U.S. is arming. And Erdogan is set to meet with President Trump tomorrow at the UNGA and is scheduled for a dinner with Vladimir Putin next week. So, Ed, just like you said, this news of 850 jihadists being killed seems to be eluding a lot of the other media outlets. These are guys from terror groups like the al-Nusra Front, who the U.S. was fighting during the Obama era. But we're hearing almost nothing about it in Western media. A lot of inroads were made in recent days in that war in Syria. It's drawing to a close. ISIS is nearly depleted. The civil war seems to be coming to an end with Bashar al-Assad regaining control of his country. And now the major players in the region all jockeying for a slice of influence in potentially a post-war Syria.
And another thing we don't hear from administrators here in the United States is Assad has to go.
Right, we're not hearing anything about
the United States has realized, okay, that's a bridge.
Not happening.
That's a bridge too far. And if you dissect that soundbite with Tillerson there, this is the most cooperation the United States has ever had with Russia on Syria.
And Turkey right now is certainly teaming up with Russia on defeating ISIS and as well as bringing stability back to the region.
Okay, thanks, Manila. Appreciate that.